Okay, so if we have two sounds, one it has an intensity level of 81 decibels and the other has an intensity level of 87 decibels. And if we want to know what is the resulting sound that we hear, like how loud is the new sound when we add those two together, we have to add them in a very special way. So we can't just add them together and get, 168, because that's not how the decibel scale works. The whole way that it works is that it's based on a log 10 scale. It's logarithmic and it's not linear. And that means that in order for us to actually add these together, we have to convert them back to a linear scale before adding them together. So I have two relevant equations listed here. The first one is converting excuse me, the intensities to the decibel level. So this L is going to be in decibels. It's the sound intensity level, and then the I is going to be just the sound intensity. And so we can combine these two together in order to solve what we need to solve. But first you'll notice that there's an IO, and this is just a reference. So I'm just going to set this to 1 just to make it easy on us, because what that does is that'll erase this, right? Because if you put a 1 there, I'll just get rid of that. So the intensity will just be 10 to the decibels divided by 10, so that's pretty easy. And then this is divided by 1 here, so I can get rid of that. So that's just going to be the intensity, which is what I'm trying to figure out. So if I plug this in for I here, what I get is 10 log base 10 times 10 to the L over 10. So what this will do is this will take it'll basically just spit back out a number. Like if you have L and L, it'll just tell you what the new what that L will be. For example, if I put 81 here, the answer would be 81 over here for L. So this isn't very helpful by itself, but what the next thing we can do is we can understand that if we're adding, if you have log X and you have log Y, that's the same thing as saying log X plus Y. So we can actually go ahead and just say, well, our new level, we'll just call this L new, is equal to 10 log 10 times, and we'll do this for both levels. So the first level is 81 decibels, so that this is an exponent, by the way, 10 to the 81 over 10, and then plus 10 to the 87 over 10. And when you put that into the calculator, what you end up getting is, let me do that real quick. So 10 log 10, make sure you find the log button on your calculator. It could be difficult to find if you're not using it very frequently. And then 87 over 10, whoops, 10 to the, don't forget the caret, 87 over 10. And what you get is 87.97, which we will round to 88 decibels. So when you add 81 decibels and 87 decibels, you get 88 decibels.